Prairie Mosaic is funded by the Minnesota Arts and Cultural Heritage Fund with money from the vote of the people of Minnesota on November 4th, 2008, the North Dakota Council on the Arts, and by the members of Prairie Public.
Welcome to Prairie Mosaic, a patchwork of stories about the arts, culture, and history in our region.
Hi, I'm Matt O'Lean.
And I'm Barb Gravel. On this edition of Prairie Mosaic, we'll meet North Dakota's 2020 Poetry Out Loud winner, visit a special place on the Northwest Angle, learn more about Theodore Roosevelt, and hear music from the Stovepipes.
Hamzat Amusa Kariko is a traditional African drummer originally from Togo. He now teaches at the University of North Dakota in Grand Forks and is passing on this tradition to a young apprentice originally from Cameroon. This is done through the North Dakota Council on the Arts Folk and Traditional Arts Apprenticeship Program. The hope is they can keep this great art form alive while living in their new country.
When I play drum, I usually tell people that I have two hearts. One is inside me and the second one is in the drum. Anytime I play drum, I feel very happy. And I cannot sit in front of a drum and not touch it. Never gonna happen. I was born in Togo, in Lomé, the capital city of Togo. And then I grew up in Lomé, and then I went to school there. When I get to the university, I was already involved with theater. And then when I was in France in 2003, one of my friends submitted my application for the diversity visa. And then I won, and then they gave me, I think, about 6 months or a year to move to the US. Where I grew up in Lomé, it's called Nyekonakwe. So every Sunday, there was a group of community members who would get together, and then they would just drum. And then as a kid, we'd be around them, listening to the music, moving on some of those beats. And sometimes if you get a chance, you will be allowed to, touch some of those drums. It was just like a natural talent for me. Somebody asked me if I can still feel my hand. I said, oh, actually, I don't think about it.
I'm from Cameroon in Africa. I met Hamzat in an end of year party. So he met me, was like, oh, I like your dancing stuff and tell me more about yourself. So I told him, then he's like, oh, there's an Africa Art Arena that's in Grand Forks. He would like me to join. I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna look forward to that.
She has a lot of talent, so the apprenticeship is an opportunity for her to work with her in a more structured environment than just like her coming to the African Art Arena and then just learning. It just happened that she wanted to learn, and she's also ready to make the sacrifice needed. So for me, sometimes when I'm sleeping, I can wake up in the middle of the night and try to design something for us because of her willingness to learn. We found most of the time the chemistry, and then I would let her lead. So once she does something that I like, I said, okay, well, we're going to work on that one, instead of just me trying to impose my know-how on her. She's a versatile performer. She can do it all.
Being with Hamzat, he has taught me how to navigate the stage while acting, to move the step to take and the voice and the tone to use in a particular scene. It has been great. I'm happy.
He ran into the field and saw what has happened. He cried out and he found that there had been a big hole in the fence of thorn. His father heard the cry and came running. Where there had been beautiful rows of corn, they were now filled with scattered stalks and broken leaves. The father picked up the leaf and cried, singing, oh, Tiro, oh, Namakudo, Wonango, Manjo, Nasio, Nana, Pode, Pumbala, Banawe, Tiro, oh, Namakudo.
I wasn't really exposed to my ethnic drumming from the Kotokoli people. And the only time I got a chance to hear that music when I lost my grandma. People from our village came to celebrate her life. And I heard the music. I've never heard it before. And then I started dancing on it. I wouldn't stop. I was trying to play that drum, but it was a no, you cannot touch those drums. And I was like, okay, but I need to play this drum. Some people call it betekle, and if you go to other places, they have other names for it. We call it basar, which means the people from Basar used to play. Anytime I touch that drum, it just feels like my grandma is still alive. One of the drums is called djembe. It's the most popular drum in Africa. The smaller one, we call it dondo. It's more of a talking drum.
Being in Africa, Africa has like so many languages. And in my country alone, Cameroon, we have over 250 different languages. But when we come together, when they play the music and the rhythm, you feel like you are connected to the people singing it, even though you cannot really understand.
Maybe one day she's going to be the one sitting here doing the same thing with another person. You know, she's going to be the master, and then that other person will be the apprenticeship. So the dream is to keep our tradition going in the new environment we are in.
Maria Kolb is the 2020 North Dakota High School Poetry Out Loud champion. Maria attends St. Mary's High School in Bismarck and says her appreciation for poetry has grown over the years.
No coward soul is mine. No trembler in the world's storm-troubled sphere. I see heaven's glories shine. A lot of my activities have to do with the arts. I have been dancing for 10 years. I've even danced alongside of just people reciting poetry, which is really cool. Poetry Out Loud is a recitation competition where students from all over the state come and perform their memorized poems and compete to see who will represent North Dakota at nationals. It starts at the classroom level, and anyone who's interested at my school basically comes and competes to see who will represent our school at the state competition. And then all the school representatives come together and compete to see who can represent North Dakota at nationals. The judges are judging you on your performance, how you look, how you are presenting yourself, evidence of understanding, and voice and articulation and accuracy. The Poetry Out Loud website has a huge list of poems where students can pick what poems they want to choose from, and they break it down into certain categories. You need to have one that is 25 lines or fewer, you need to have one that's pre-20th century, and then your third one is whatever you feel like. I normally choose poems that have a lot of emotional depth and have a lot of story to it. Someday, compassion would demand I set myself free of my desire to recreate my father, indulge in my mother's losses, strangle lovers with words. This year was a little different. I was really excited instead of nervous like I usually am. I was really excited to just get up on stage and get in front of the mic and just to say these poems because I've grown so attached to them.
And congratulations to our 2020 North Dakota champion, Maria Kolb, St. Mary's Central High School.
It feels surreal. It's insane, especially since I've been lucky enough every year to slowly but surely get better in some way. There were a lot of amazing people that competed this year. I'm just happy that I made Final Five, honestly. I was grateful to be back, and I already knew that I'm growing in my own way, and I didn't need any sort of recognition to know that. I always thought poetry was kind of weird. Just random words being put together, and it's like, oh, I guess that's kind of cool. But Poetry Out Loud gave me a deeper appreciation for poetry and how every word does have a difference and makes the poem what it is. I really enjoy poetry now because of that. No coward soul is mine, no trembler in the world's storm-troubled sphere. I see heaven's glories shine, and faith shines equal, arming me from fear. Poetry out loud has helped me a lot, even just like in daily life, with word choice of presenting yourself and confidence and talking to people. You really have nothing to lose if you compete in poetry out loud. You can always get something from every experience, and I think Poetry Out Loud is an amazing experience that gives you a lot. Snowflake is by William Bayer. It tells the story of one little snowflake and its own little fate, its own destiny, and how it made such an impact on two skaters. And I thought it had a cute little happy ending, and I really liked it. Snowflake by William Bayer. Timing's everything. The vapor rises high in the sky, tossing to and fro, then freezes suddenly and crystallizes into a perfect flake of miraculous snow. For countless miles, drifting east above the world, whirling about in a swirling free-for-all, appearing aimless, just like love, but sensing, seeking out its destiny. Falling to where the two young skaters stand, hand in hand, then flips and dips and whips itself about to ever so gently land. A miracle across her unkissed lips. As he blocks the wind raging from the south, leaning forward to kiss her lovely mouth.
Lake Trails Base Camp has been hosting wilderness canoeing and camping adventures for teens since 1952. Located on beautiful Oak Island in Lake of the Woods, the heart of this experience lies within building friendships that last a lifetime.
We are at Lake Trails Base Camp, located on the very southern tip of Oak Island. Technically, we're called Oak Point. My name is Sue Lem, and I'm the camp director, have been for the past 10 years now.
Everybody looking good? Yeah!
Lake Trails began in 1952. It was a vision of Father Bill Merkins. He wanted to start a camp for teenagers where they could go and explore the wilderness and, just really have fun. And of course, because of his love of boats, that was always part of the vision as well. They got permission from the Diocese of Crookston to start a camp. And so Father Bill and Father Jerry rented a boat and they started going around to all the little islands, just exploring. But they decided that this was a pretty good spot. And they started doing really very similar to what we're doing today. They went out on canoe trips and just started exploring the area. In the very beginning, it was a Catholic boys' camp. After a couple years, they started thinking about why should the boys have all the fun? So a girls' camp was started. And in the 70s, the decision was made to just go co-ed. The current mission of Lake Trails, it's built off of Father Bill's vision of what he called the Lake Trails idea. We want kids to learn really to appreciate themselves, to appreciate nature, to become a positive member of their community. I can remember Father Bill many times using the phrase unconditional acceptance. That was just drilled into us through his sermons and just in his everyday life. Forgive readily and be part of the community that we're building. Have a wilderness adventure. That was all part of the Lake Trails idea.
Watch over us as our 5 days on trail help us bond, create memories, and hopefully bring us back a little bit more in touch with nature.
It's a pretty intense 9 days, but the real magic, the real heart of it all happens when they're out on trail. And so the first day is mostly getting here. Get them out to the island and they check in. You check in your phone and you check in your electronics. We don't want them to be staring at a screen. We want them to interact with one another, and that's how real friendships are formed, really, is just through human face-to-face contact. And they have a big supper that night, big campfire that kind of sets the stage for the week. There's a lot of crazy skits, and just the guides are amazing. They're funny and imaginative and creative, and they really start out on a fun note. The second day is kind of a crash course in everything we want them to learn on their canoe trip. So we teach them everything from how to set up a tent to how to paddle to how to poop in the woods. That's some kids have to know. They spend the rest of that day just packing their gear, deciding what their menu is going to be for the week. And at some point during the day, the group will go paddling and really get that experience of being on the water and pushing the water around with your paddle. The real heart of the program starts on day 3. That's when I start to see kind of some nervousness sometimes, some excitement, a little apprehension once in a while, especially for kids that have never been here before. They're not necessarily sure what they've gotten themselves into, which I think is great. You know, a little uncertainty is good for a person sometimes. And again, I think this is a little unusual that Lake Trails allows campers to choose their own canoe trips. That was one of the things early on that Father Bill wanted to have happen. So we still today try to have the kids very involved with the planning of the canoe trip. I know a lot of camps, it goes by age or by your grade in school, and we don't really care about that. From the moment they leave the beach, we just call it trail magic or the Lake Trails magic, and it's just amazing what happens when they're out on trail. My very favorite part is watching them leave and then fast forward 5 days and watching them return. And the transformation is amazing.
Be good to each other, work as a team. Woohoo!
And the real magic is that whole time this lovely community is forming. You know, they learn about each other and they make new friends. They learn about kids who come from different circumstances than their own. Every trip has at least 2 guides, and they're traveling from island to island. They learn how to start fires. They learn how to do a little cooking over the campfire. They learn how to set up tents. They learn that they're way more capable than they probably gave themselves credit for. Then they come back from trail, and oh my gosh, the celebration is just crazy. And the stories begin immediately when they get out of the canoes. Woo-hoo! There will be a lot of tears at the end of the summer when we all go our separate ways, because you just get so close. This is the best kept secret in Minnesota. People just don't know about us. And that has always been a challenge, is to let people know, because there's truly life-changing things that are happening here for the better, and people don't know that we even exist.
On February 14, 1884, Theodore Roosevelt suffered the loss of both his mother and his wife. Seeking solace, he traveled to the far west of Dakota Territory, where he found the time for healing that he so desperately needed.
Remembering Theodore Roosevelt, featuring the words of Roosevelt as read by Steve Stark. 24-year-old Theodore Roosevelt suffered a sorrow of volcanic proportions in February of 1884. Responding to an urgent cable from his brother, T.R. hastened from Albany to New York City, where his wife Alice lived with his mother, Mittie. Alice was in a dangerous state of health after giving birth to their first child. In another room, Mittie was on the threshold of death from Bright's disease. Roosevelt lost the 2 most important women of his life before dawn. In his February 14th diary, he penned, "The light has gone out of my life." Broken in spirit, he sought solace months later in the alluring place he had discovered the previous year in the far west of Dakota Territory. Western Dakota's rugged backcountry, rivers, landscapes, and people helped set the stage for the healing drama that would change Roosevelt's life forever.
I have always said I would not have been president had it not been for my experience in North Dakota. It was here that the romance of my life began. I grow very fond of this place, and it certainly has a desolate, grim beauty of its own that has a curious fascination to me. There are no words that can tell the hidden spirit of the wilderness, that can reveal its mystery, its melancholy, and its charm. I do not believe there was any life more attractive to a vigorous young man than life on a cattle ranch in those days. It was a fine, healthy life, too. It taught a man self-reliance, hardihood, and the value of instant decision. I enjoyed that life to the fullest. I heartily enjoy this life with its perfect freedom. There are few sensations I prefer to that of galloping along those rolling, limitless prairies with rifle in hand, or winding my way along the barren, fantastic, and grimly picturesque deserts of that so-called Badlands.
The Stovepipes are a group of 4 powerhouse musicians who originally hail from the Highway 10 region of Minnesota. Their on-stage energy rivals their gritty blues rock blend, and the result is pure entertainment.
To be someone else, have you been down that line? You got me soaking wet, another fool stuck in the rain. With your dancing shoes telling black and blue, you do a number on my brain. Second mind, would you take me home to keep? Have you been to the medicine man? Did he heal you with his touch? Did his fingertips spark and spit? Did he love you half as much? Did he love ya? Did he love ya?
If you know of an artist, a topic, or an organization in our region that you think would make for an interesting segment, please contact us at prairiemosaic@prairiepublic.org.
You can watch this and other episodes of Prairie Mosaic on Prairie Public's YouTube channel and follow Prairie Public on social media as well. I'm Matt O'Lean.
And I'm Barb Gravel. Thank you for joining us for this edition of Prairie Mosaic. Prairie Mosaic is funded by the Minnesota Arts and Cultural Heritage Fund with money from the vote of the people of Minnesota on November 4th, 2008, the North Dakota Council on the Arts, and by the members of Prairie Public.